Gamers, welcome back to another video here with Chris, and today we're going to be going over the King Piccolo leader. Not to get confused with the old King Piccolo leader. This is going to be the new one coming out of Zenkai. This is a green leader. I was very excited to actually go over this and give you guys my first thoughts. So make sure you guys like and subscribe as always, and we'll get right here into the video. So we'll start here with the we'll start with the unawakened side. It's probably the best way to start. So auto. Add one card from your life to your hand. When this card attacks, draw one, and then play up to one green demon clan with an energy cost of 2, and 10k power from your hand. So very specific. Very, very specific. And you awaken at 4, or if you have 3 or more demon clans with energy cost of 2 or more in play, you may draw one and then switch up to one of your energy to active mode. It's pretty good. And then the awakened side. World Conquest awaits. Permanent. When one of your Namekian or Demon Clan cards would be removed by an opponent's skill, you may place one Demon Clan from your Z energy in your drop area instead. So it has so you have some pretty interesting prevention with using your Z energy. When this card attacks, draw one, then play up to one Piccolo Jr. or Demon Clan card, both green, energy cost of 3 or less, and 15k power or less from your hand. So they made this sure that it was very specific, so we weren't free playing red Demon Clan and Piccolo Juniors. So, which would have been very funny. All right, so then we'll go over the Z Awakened leader, and Z Awakened when your life is at 3 or when your life is at 2 or less, and there are 1 or more Piccolo cards in your drop, King Piccolo cards. And you evolve on top of a green King Piccolo or green Piccolo Jr. They say Piccolo Jr. because the old leader, one of the old Namekian starter decks is also a Piccolo. He's a Piccolo Jr., meaning you can also play that in this deck. Or you can play this card in that deck, I should say. Permanent, your green Namekian and green Demon Clan cards get 5k. So this will work for your leader. This will also work for any of your battle cards. Permanent, if a King Piccolo card is in your Z energy, this card gets 5k and crit during your turn, which is also very good. So your leader becomes a 25k crit for the turn, which is pretty good. Activate main, play up to one Demon Clan card with an energy cost of 3 or less from your hand. It's pretty good. So we also get a free play on this side. We just don't have to swing in order to do it. So, first card here, we have King Piccolo Seal Undone. This is a 4k barrier. We can play this off the leader, right? Yep, we can play this off the leader. If you have a Demon Clan card in your battle area, when this card is played from your hand, draw one. Okay, so you don't want to play it first. You would probably want to play it second. If your leader is a green King Piccolo, we play a green Demon Clan card with energy cost of 2 or more using a skill. Draw one and add one card from your life to your hand. Okay, so this card also allows you to self-awaken. Also kind of a draw engine. Being a barrier guy, this card's very good. This card's just going to stick on board and provide you with value. Very similar to Piano, in a sense. We have Tambourine, Demonic Subordinates. Auto, one green when this card is played, draw one. Auto, when this card is played, choose one of your opponent's battle cards, 4 or less, and KO it. So that's pretty cool. So that allows you to, it's weird that it costs 1 when you play it, but you are playing it for free. So there's that. But you get to play it, draw a card, and kill something, which is it's not bad. It's also a 10k, so it doesn't do a ton. And we have A Demon is Born. It's a very weird art. Counterattack, negate the attack, play up to one red or green Demon Clan with energy cost of 3 or less from your drop with the skills negated for the turn. Very interesting. Okay. Permanent, if your leader is a King Piccolo card and you have 3 or more Z energy, you can activate this card's counter skill from your hand by paying 1 colorless energy instead of its energy cost. So you get to play this for 1 and then play out a 3-drop. It's not bad. Would probably be good at like the very tail end of a turn, because you're not going to play this and then that card's just going to die. So that's pretty interesting. And then I know we had some of the SRs and stuff that got revealed today for both Turtle School and Demon Clan. So you have Son Goku Fated Rival. I believe this is one of the cards that has an SPR, if I'm not mistaken. The 6-drop, 30k double strike barrier. You can evolve on top of a Son Goku childhood for with energy cost 3 or more. Or you can play it off the activate main. If your opponent has 3 or more energy and you place one of your Saiyan, Earthling, or Namekian cards, all green, from your Z energy at the bottom of your owner's deck, play this card from your hand. So what I think it's saying is you have to place one. So you have to have a Saiyan, an Earthling, or a Namekian card in your Z energy, which should be pretty easy to do. There's going to be some decks, obviously, that are not going to be able to do this. Decks like Cooler, decks like Cell, because you're not really playing Saiyan or Earthlings or Namekians. So this is going to be for like Go Tanks, obviously the Master Roshi deck. I'm sure there's going to be some other green decks that you can play. So you can basically play it for 2 by pitching a Z energy. If your leader is green, when this card is played, choose one of your opponent's battle cards, ignoring barrier, and KO it. So this is very good. This card will be a staple for every green deck, whether it's in the side or the main. This card is very, 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 very good. Actually, probably one of the best green cards that's been printed in a very long time. Like Hit Assassin Strike, which was from last set or the set before, I think it was Realm of the Gods. That card was one of the best green cards that's been printed. It's kind of difficult to play out. This card for 2 energy, you just have to have a Z energy and pop it, and you can play it out for 2, which is incredibly powerful. And it pops something ignoring barrier. It's great. Piccolo Jr. Fated Rival. So it's a dual attack. You can evolve on top of a Piccolo Jr. and it costs a 3 or more, which is cool. Auto, if your leader's green when this card attacks, your opponent discards 1 card from their hand. And this is not once per turn, so this card can swing twice and make your opponent pitch 2 cards. And it's a 25k, so it's not getting killed by Videl. It's not getting hit by Android 18 and Gamma. Against green matchups, this card's going to die, obviously. Yellow obviously can tap it down because it has no defense at all. But this is a very powerful card. This is a very good card. Activate main, limit 1 green. If you have a Son Goku Fated Rival in play, play this card from your hand, then choose a 20 of your opponent's units and remove 1 marker from it for each card in your Z energy. Wow, this card's really good. So this is the World Tournament effect. I believe they both are World Tournament cards. They should be, yeah. So back in the day for the World Tournament set, you would play out like these tag team cards. So you'd play out a card, and then that card would allow you to play another card out for cheaper, and then they would get effects off each other. So I know there's a Goku and a Tien that came out in Evolution Booster. That's been used a few times. It's a pretty cool concept, but this is really cool. So this is all in the activate main. So even if this card gets counterplayed, this effect is going off. So like if your opponent decides to God Sealing or something, right? You can't stop the activate main from finalizing because you're activating it. So you play it, and then you get to choose a unison and take markers off it for each card in your Z energy. So if you have 3 cards in your Z energy when you play this, that's 3 markers off for 1 energy. And now you have a dual attacker 25k that's going to discard 2 cards. That's really, really good. And they're both 5k combos, which makes it even better. The fact that both these are 5k combos just absolutely incredible for green. Krillin's skills improved. 20k crit dual attack auto 1 green. If you have 3 or more energy and you choose one of your green Turtle School Krillin childhood cards and a cost of 1, place it in drop. When one of your cards attacks and KOs an opponent's battle card, play this card from your hand. This card has way too much specifics to play this out. This is probably going to be a Turtle School only card, is my guess. Auto, limit 1 if this card is in battle. When your opponent activates a counter skill, they discard 1 card from their hand. That's pretty good. So not only is it swinging twice for crit, for 20k crit, but your opponent has to discard a card if they want to counter it. So yeah, it's only in battle. So yeah, this card's okay. Obviously, I think this is meant to be played only in the Master Roshi decks. I don't know where else you're gonna play Krillin childhood cards that cost 1. Yeah, so, but it's a cool archetype card. Definitely a cool archetype card. Mixing it with these makes it even better if you play those. But this card's pretty cool. Urine. Is that her name? Urine. Urine. I don't know how you pronounce the name. Crane School Witchcraft Master. 5k, one green, power 4. Yeah, it's cooler. It's gonna be a cooler card. This card has 5 or more markers on. When this card is played, choose up one of your opponent's battle cards and KO it. It does the same thing as Videl, or not Videl, Vados, right? Vados pop something. Activate main +2. Choose up to one of your green battle cards and cost 2 or less, and it gets 5k power for the turn. That's pretty cool. -4. Activate main. Choose up to one of your green leaders, and it gets 5k and double strike for the turn. Yeah, this card can be played in cooler, for sure. Mainly because it's a +2. So, like, yeah, this card's really good. So you can play it, like, if you have this card on board, and you go up to, like, you can empower, obviously. It's empower 4. And then it has to, if it comes in with 5 markers on it, kill something, right? But then you can +2, and then instantly have something at 3. Like, that you can play free or tap 1 and play and then get the empower effect. So this is an incredibly good card. Also, just being able to -4 and give your leader double strike is also pretty cool too. This is actually a very decent card. Yamcha, skills improved. 3-drop auto, 1 green. Choose up to one of your green Turtle School Yamcha cards and a cost of 1 place in the owner's drop. And one of your cards attacks and KOs an opponent's battle card. Draw 1 and play this card. Okay. A little bit better than Krillin in that sense, it's drawing you a card. Auto when this card attacks and KOs an opponent's battle card. Switch this card to active mode and choose one of your opponent's battle cards, 5 or less, and KO it. Okay. It's pretty cool. Yeah, it's interesting. We're swinging at battle cards, and at least right now, the meta is not full of, you know, like, there's not a ton of decks that are just going super wide. A lot of decks are building around unisons. So this card being able to, you having to kill a battle card with it, I mean, it's a cool effect. I just don't know if it's gonna be meta relevant or not. The art looks really cool. Card's pretty cool skill, but I don't know if it's gonna be good. How many more cards we got? We got 2. Okay. Son Goku, skills improved. If you choose one of your green Goku childhood cards within the cost of 1 place in the owner's drop, when one of your cards attacks and KOs a battle card, draw 1 and play this card from your hand. So again, you get a card that replaces itself. When this card attacks and KOs an opponent's battle card, switch this card to active mode, and your opponent discards 1 card from their hand. Okay. Now, what's really cool about these cards, both of these cards, actually in the Krillin too, is that your opponent playing token negates is kind of bad against these cards. That's one thing I'm kind of noticing here. So when you play a token, it then is referred to as a battle card, right? So you can't really block with the token. You can't really block these, these attacks. So if you swing in and your opponent decides to token block, and you kill it, they're just getting free value out of it. So this definitely hinders the token decks, or decks that use token negates, which is most decks, but also decks that have blocker in them, right? Like this deck would be, it's very interesting. I want to see, hopefully Balmo's around next format. I would like to see if there is a good green deck that utilizes this killing your opponent's battle cards. If people end up using something like, like these cards to deal with Balma, because these cards are really good. They just have too much specific. So in certain matchups, these cards are going to be snapped, and in other matchups, they're just going to be really bad. So, but these are really cool. I really like the idea. I like them trying different things. Piccolo Jr. Vengeance Reborn. 15k barrier counterattack. If your leader is a green Piccolo, King Piccolo, or green Piccolo Jr., negate the attack, play this card. If your life is at 3 or less, and you have a King Piccolo or Demon Clan, both green and with 2 energy or more in your battle area, you can activate this card's counter skill from your hand. Okay, so it's a great value version of the red promo that came out for King Piccolo. Okay, gotcha. So you have to have under 3 life, and you have to have a Demon Clan or King Piccolo that costs 2 or more in your battle area to play it, which I mean, definitely can happen. Like you can have this guy in there. Oh no, it has to be King Piccolo, right? It has to be King Piccolo. That sucks. Is there another King Piccolo card that had like barrier or something? Because this guy's 1 cost. He doesn't count. Maybe there's more cards because they haven't showed off the rest of the cards. So currently there is not. They've showed off 1 demon, and 1 King Piccolo card. And that card doesn't fit. Okay. So we'll have to see. I'm sure there's going to be another card. So, but that does it for me today, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the cards. I'm very excited to see what else they come out with. Green's looking very strong. Generally they like to do the best color, like the best colors first and last is what they've been doing. So at least from like, if you're kind of paying attention to how they're doing the reveals, it seems as if like the first color and the last color are the two best. I think last time too was GT Goku and Gamma were first and last respectively. So this gives me some hope. Green's looking pretty powerful. So we need to see what else we come up with for the archetype cards and the rest of the support. But it is looking very strong. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.